Hey bookkeepers, it's Trudi at Maven. Today's episode is called Align Your Expectations. Because if you're serious about running your own bookkeeping business, you need to understand one thing. It takes time, period. So we need to align with that expectation. I see a lot of YouTube videos in particular promising that you can become a bookkeeper with no prior experience in just a few hours. Some say 5 days, some say it'll take 6 weeks to do their course. And look, you absolutely should be learning the fundamentals. That is paramount. You cannot succeed on any level without that. You do need them first. But that's the starting point. So if you were a golfer, that would be your tee, all right? And add to that learning curve how to build, scale, and sustain an actual bookkeeping business. Well, that's just a different ball of wax, as they say. So here's the caveat. You cannot possibly master bookkeeping well enough to run a bookkeeping business if you only know the basics. Bookkeeping is a profession and it demands accuracy and judgment, which you need to develop over time, and systems, which also need to be developed over time. It's not something you hack in a few lessons. Your sink or swim moment will definitely be defined the minute you sit down with a real client. The only way to ensure that you can swim is to have the skill down pat. So here's the part most bookkeepers overlook. It's not just your expectations that matter. Your client has expectations too about you, about the way you present yourself, about the way you manage, about your work experience, about what clients you already have. So when you meet with a business owner, they expect you to keep up with the conversation. They're going to expect you to know what they're talking about when they address things like cash flow, reconciliations, payroll, compliance. If you can't keep up, your credibility is going to tank then and there right in that meeting. So that's when the cheap and quick training reveals itself for what it is, and you got what you paid for, and now you're in over your head. So let's line this up visually. We've got two columns here. Our left column is unrealistic expectations, and our right column is realistic expectations. So on the left, we have the unrealistic expectation of learning bookkeeping in a weekend, 2 weeks, or 3 months. Overflowing funnels and inboxes with instant clients from all over the internet. Charging premium rates right away, never making mistakes because you're using AI in your software. And lastly, if you think that cheap training means real preparation, it does not. Now, in our realistic expectations column, we have 1, learning takes months, if not years of practice. 2, clients can be secured online, but in the beginning, premium clients come from in-person networking. That's where to do it. 3, premium rates will follow credibility and results. You don't start with premium rates. 4, mistakes happen, but you grow by correcting them. And 5, solid training plus social proof equals readiness. So let's stop right here and circle back to the client part. Yes, you can get some clients online, but will they be your premium clients? Probably not. Not until you do 2 things. One is establish credibility, and the other is build social proof. Speaking of expectations, meeting and exceeding them is how this works. If you don't have the skills to meet those expectations, you will never get the credibility. So the fastest way to get the credibility, and unfortunately it's the slow way, it's the fastest way is the slow way, I know it does make sense, it's in-person networking. Why? Because this is a trust industry. And if you're doing in-person networking at an organization like BNI, which is my go-to preferred resource for you, you will find out that there is a trust curve. And you're not a florist. You're not selling something that someone can buy just about anywhere. You are selling trust and you're selling security and order, right? So because it's a trust industry, people have a deep-seated need to know, like, and trust their bookkeeper. This is the equivalent, and I've often said this, the CPA looks at the nice package, they get your taxes ready. Your bookkeeper is a person that it's the equivalent of rifling through your underwear drawer. It's very invasive. People want to trust you. They want to like you. They definitely want to know you. No one's going to hand over their financial records until they feel that level of confidence, okay? And that doesn't come from funnels. That comes from face-to-face and credibility. Now, your pricing needs to match your current skills and knowledge. Will you command top rates right out of the gate? Possibly, always. Possibilities always exist. Probable? Not so much. And remember, at Maven, our focus is for every possibility to turn into a probability. So here's what will happen. As satisfied clients share testimonials, new clients will gladly pay for the credibility you've built. It's the classic, I'll have what they're having effect. So here's your Maven message. Transitioning from bookkeeper to business owner is not instantaneous, even for bookkeepers with a fully developed set of skills. Even if you have years of experience, it still takes time. It takes discipline, and it takes credibility and trust to actually build up a business. If you align yourself with expectations that are realistic, you'll save yourself from a lot of disappointment, and you'll set yourself up for business that lasts. All right, up next, be a remote bookkeeper. Well, that segues really well with this episode, because that's what most of us want as our ultimate goal, right? Is to work from home and manage our household, our family, all from the comfort of our home office. But like I've said before, that doesn't mean you don't ever leave home. And it doesn't mean your clients aren't right around the corner. So that'll be a good episode. I'll see you there.